and did not collaborate with evil, you spent billions on silly ideology because Earth will burn. This is not responsibility or justice, which we are talking about so much. This is unfair advantage built through barbaric attack on the other nations, must finally be reduced. This is not only about Poland, but also about Greece, Baltic states and other victims. This 18th anniversary should finally bring real action to clean this stain. This is time to create compensation and equal opportunity budget in Europe instead of special budget for green ideology. To make up for the guilt, the effects of the evil must be removed completely.
President, perhaps there is a little here today's debate. We celebrate the end of World War II, but we must never forget that it was Europe that gave birth to the monster of Nazi-fascism. Hitler and Mussolini were not madmen from Mars, but the product of a supremacist ideology that still survives today and does not survive only in those who adhere to extremist formations. We must remember, because only with memory can we avoid falling back into the abyss of the past. We must remember what happened in the camps and the genocide that ensued, in which 6 million Jews, 500,000 Sinti, and millions of Soviet citizens lost their lives. Today, some would like to rewrite that history, excluding the former Soviet, Russian, and Slavic peoples from the celebration, but for pure reasons of geopolitical convenience. What happens today in Ukraine cannot be an excuse to erase the contribution of human lives that the Russians, Poles, Slavic, and Soviet peoples all paid to liberate us all from Nazi-fascism, 27 million Soviet men, women and children massacred, burned alive in villages, sent to the front to defend a Europe that may not have even considered them equals, but who helped liberate those dead, deserve respect and our remembrance.
Today, it is not enough to remember. Evil must be recognized when it is repeated with other victims and with other faces. Memory should serve to prevent evil, not as an alibi for practicing it. Some Jewish intellectuals in Israel, such as Edith Zertal or Margalit Meir, remind us of this. When we are told that Israel uses the past as a shield to avoid being accountable to the present, and that Europe, and especially Germany, clings to its historical guilt to continue to maintain its allegiance to a government that is practicing another genocide, and thus it, Germany, betrays precisely what it promised never to repeat: the extermination of people or the complicity of European democracies. But now, unlike then, we can't say we didn't know, because Europe continues to send weapons, continues to maintain the trade agreement with Netanyahu. What is the fault of the Palestinians in the past, so that Europeans do it to them? What some people did, who are the ideological fathers of those who are sitting here today,